What's up, people? I'm Halls, and this is Memoirs of a Gamer, where we take a look back at old games from the past. I just want you to look at this fucking character model. How fucking ridiculous is that? Anyway, the game we're playing is Ghost Master. It's a haunting simulator. I have my, if you look on the left hand side, I have 6 different ghosts I can use to scare people. And then if you actually look on the level, there's other ghosts to unlock. So if we click on her,
excuse me, citizen.
blah blah blah, she'll tell you her story. We have to solve her problem to free her, and then she'll join our team. Hers is a bit convoluted, so we're not going to do that today. We are going to do this guy. His name is Electrospasm.
I never meant to kill no one.
Yep, and he basically wants us to free him from the electric chair. We don't actually have enough power to do that right now. Oh yeah, we do. We've got rain. Oh no, we need flood. We need to use flood. So that means we need 120 ectoplasms. If you look in the top left, the green bar is very small right now. We only have 70 electroplasms. So what we're going to do is we're going to scare people. Scaring people is going to generate electroplasm, and then we're going to use that to free the dude. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get Firetail. We're going to set him to Human Torch, and we're going to bind him here. So you see where that says electrical, and on the computer, on the screen, it says electrical. If you look on Firetail's character portrait, it says electrical or fire. So you connect each ghost to certain things in the world. This Firetail, he can connect to electrical things and fire things. This Stonewall connects to earth things. Rain Dancer connects to water things. Different ghosts have different powers and different fetters. That's where the strategy comes in. You have to work out who to use, where, and how, and that's basically the game. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to drop down Firetail in here, and he's going to set fire to this man, and that man is going to run for his life. We can follow him like this. We can just see him fleeing in fear. Your goal right now is to basically just scare every single person so bad that they leave the area. Okay, and you can give orders to your dudes. So this guy can only take 2 orders because he's quite low level. So we're going to say only use powers if mortals present. So as soon as someone walks in, he's just going to cast spells on them. If no one's there, he's not going to bother. And we're not generating too much. Oh, there we go, 119. She's on fire. That's good. So you get these little cutscenes from time to time, and they're quite annoying because it's not always clear what they're trying to show you. The camera is really bad. Like, the walls don't disappear intelligently. This is quite an old game, so I guess the technology didn't exist at the time. So the camera's quite bad. The controls are quite bad. But as I was saying, so this is also another main area. So we're gonna bind this guy. Actually, because they run outside when they're on fire, so we're going to put Buck out here. We're going to set him to chase, and we're going to tell him only use powers of mortals present. Okay, so that's all going on. And then we're going to put Wendell. We're going to put him in here because quite a few people come through this way as well. We're going to put him on chase and only use powers of mortals present again. So we're generating scare power now quite significantly. There's a guy in here who doesn't really like to leave his room too much. So we're going to bind Static, and we're going to put him on. We don't have enough power to give him any moves whatsoever. So we're just going to wait a second. Now this is my main problem with the game, is all the fucking waiting you have to do. Like, I know what to do, but I can't do it because I don't have the electroplasm. Is it electroplasm? Ectoplasm. Fucking hell. I don't have the ectoplasm to do it, so now I've just got to wait for like people to walk near my ghosts and get scared, and that's all I can do for the time being. So yeah, it's quite annoying, and especially on later levels it gets really, really fucking tedious. I don't know why we're looking at this girl. Anyway, so now we've gained a bit more, so now we can strange vision, so we can at least scare the dude. So we'll just leave that ticking over. These guys are in jail. We scare the shit out of them, but they can't get out, so we're not going to worry about that for now. So we need 120 more. So we're just going to chill out. Actually, I think we're going to We can plop this guy down, can't we? So here's the earth thing. Now here, there's a little bonsai tree. There's a special secret hidden ghost that you can use. So we're going to show you that now. We don't have enough power to bind him. So I'm going to put him on the bench for a second. And we're going to bind him here. And then look what happens.
Banzai Discoverer, servant to your noble cause, a royal spirit.
So what happens is we get a racist little ghost, which is quite bad. I think. There's no way you could do that today. No way. Which is a good thing, to be honest with you. You're expecting me to say, oh, people need to thicken up their skin. No, I think it's a good thing that you can't do racist shit against Chinese people anymore. So have that. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Actually, that's Japanese, isn't it? Because it's a bonsai tree. See, there, I fucked up. So, no one's infallible. So now what we're doing is we're just waiting for the powers to tick up so we can free this guy. I just want to show you one of the puzzles and then we'll like beat the level. You see what I mean about the waiting? I mean, don't get me wrong, I've been playing this. I played a few hours of this before I started recording the video, and I do enjoy the game, but it's such a fucking faff to play the fucking thing, because like it's just so much waiting around for stuff to happen, and it's constant. It is constant, and just like I can't deal with it. So if we look on Rain Dancer, we now have enough power for Flood skill. So we want to put him in the room with this guy, and luckily there's a little sink in the corner, so he's a water fetter, so we can bind him to the water. And we'll just wait for him to cast Flood. So if we look at the powers, it's going to take a while to charge up. Oh, waiting around again. That's all this fucking game is. It's just waiting. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to press Spark. Spark plus Flood equals freedom from electric chairs. I don't know why that works. It doesn't really make a lot of sense to me, but we're just going to go with it. We're going to take that guy, and he's going to be our new guy. So I first played this game about 15 years ago when I was in university. I actually pirated this game. This is so long ago that I bought a copied CD of this guy off a bloke at a computer fair for £5. And ironically, I bought it on Steam in a sale for much less than £5. So I've made amends for my misspent youth and my bad behaviour back then. But I just think it's interesting that back in the day you had to actually buy pirated games. You couldn't just download them like some people do now. So anyway, we got the fire, we got grass growing out of the floor, we got all sorts of shit going on. And all there is to do now is just wait. All we can do is wait for these guys to all be so scared that they run away in terror. And that's all you can do. And that's kind of why this game is winding me up, to be honest with you. We've got one last woman. We need her to leave so that we can count that as a win. So keep running. Oh, the wait. Everything takes so long. Everything takes so long. So yeah, enjoyable little game in a way, but then when the levels get big, it's like really, really long-winded. And yeah, so there's like loads of different levels like that. A lot of them, they're all based off movies, like horror movies and stuff. So it's kind of cool. It was a lot cooler way back when, because the time wasting didn't really bother me as much. The camera didn't bother me as much, and the controls didn't bother me as much. I was a lot more forgiving, I think, back then than I am now. So, I mean, it's still fun. It's still a unique little thing that you should probably maybe think about trying out just because it's different. But I don't think you're going to complete this game. Let me put it that way. If you're watching this and you haven't completed this game before, you are not going to complete this game. Let me put it that way. So that was my spooky Halloween video. Ghostmaster.